Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to the third episode of TF2 Extract, where I catch you guys up on the latest news in the TF2 community. Now, before I begin, you may notice that in just over a week, my subscriber count pretty much doubled, and I like to do something nice when the big 1000 comes around. Speaking of big, we have some big stuff this episode with a huge vac wave that took out over 1000 plus hackers and over $20,000 in hats to boot, as well as the 4 new all classes and much more. Without further ado, let's get this ball rolling. Starting with the big vac wave caused by Valve finally detecting LMAO box users thanks to a few community members' help. This is amazing stuff, as all who've been detected now face a permanent vacation, with them being banned from playing and even more severely locked out of trading. Various high-profile traders like JCaps faced a rude awakening when their accounts were penalized and now they cannot trade their stuff ever again. His burning team captain and many more unusuals and incraftable whoars of his and many others being removed from the trading market forever. That's some pretty hectic stuff right here. But what exactly is LMAO Box? LMAO Box, a paid service hacks provider, gave players features like aimbot, projectile prediction, instant headshots, auto air blast, and even access to face stabs. They were also provided protection from vac bans until recently, where those who have used it since March being caught. This is a reminder that cheaters will never win in the end, and all you've been doing is making everyone's lives miserable just to gain the upper edge in a game. Valve would have had to take these guys down sooner or later for the sake of competitive, of course. Hey Tobias, have you run into a hacker before? What did you do? Did you get absolutely destroyed? Good question, young sir. As a matter of fact, I have run into a few in my extensive hours at TF2. But 1500 hours is nothing compared to my hours. You are right, young sir. But back to the question. The few hackers I most remember are the infamous heavy snipers that tore up the servers, mostly Dust Bowl, but were pretty nasty. One time your user was walling through the blue spawn doors even though they were closed. Some scary stuff, man. Another one I ran into was a sniper on CB Gorge who was defending the first point solo against blues coming left and right. To make sure, I walked into his field of view as a cloaked spy and instantly had the center of my head replaced with a bullet hole. You could say that really aired out the old noggin. But of course, I'm not the only one to have come across them. Many had their fun steamrolled like the end of the line update, to the point the problem was frequent enough that YouTubers got lots of attention in their hacker justice videos. An example of such is the recent Muselk and BlackBlues collaboration on the video that Blues crafted a nifty but catchy song for as Muselk and the rest of the server took on the slimy hackers. The case isn't closed just yet, at least not with the federal casemaker. The fedora-like hat having just been made all class along with the salty dog, universal translator, and well-rounded rifleman. These hats, some being uncommon, have proven to be favorable to a few individuals such as TheVenomWithin, who was involved in the infamous woodsman trade that he soon returned over a year ago. With his recently picked up Sunbeam's casemaker and already owning the collectors and just selling the Burning Flames variant, here's what he has to say on the matter.
Alright, so Toby wants to know about my experience with the casemaker and all that. So I bought the burning casemaker in early 2015, like March or something. And I overspent on it. And recently, before the casemaker had any hype, I bought the Sunbeams one. And as we all know, a couple days ago, they recently went all class. So today I just sold both of them for 2,100 total in items. So I made about 1,500 keys total on both. My opinion on the casemaker. So the casemaker could arguably be for any class if you think about it. So, in my opinion, the casemaker does make sense to be in all class, but a lot of these hats that Valve are adding in really don't make much sense. And I think what's happening is people are bribing hat creators, and what that is causing is basically the creators to submit the item to Valve. And Valve obviously wants to feel like, hey, we're doing the community a service by giving people what they want and request for. But this isn't helping at all, and it's really lowering the value of all class hats in general. So not really much to say about it there, but yeah, overall I'm very happy with what I sold them for. They could sell for more, but at that point it's whatever. I made enough money on my own, and this definitely makes up for what happened regarding the woodsman trade I did. But that's about it. happy to be in Toby's video and to help him out. So see you guys later.
Big thanks to Venom for taking the time to give me his input. I really appreciate it. And as he had mentioned, all classes are becoming more frequent at the hands of higher tier traders tipping off hat creators to give them the upper hand on unusual hats, which really reflects how easy it is to manipulate the market for profit. Hence what happens when hats are rumored to go all class. A lot of people overlook the fact that they are manipulating unaware traders and boxers, essentially swindling them out of big profit. For the case maker, I've witnessed listings going up for above 400 keys like the Green Black Hole, Green Energy, and many more on Outpost, as well as the Backpack.tf classifieds. I happened to pick up a Circling Hearts case maker and converted that into a Miami and Vivid case maker. I sold them both for 119 in items and a Pro Australian rocket launcher, respectively, which is up around 3 times the original value of each of the hats prior to the hype, similar to the burning case maker sale. As much as I'd like to talk about case makers, the new case drops from the Mayflower collection released on May 11th with 14 new cosmetics, with the most popular being the Bedouin bandana and the skull cap. The set has people completing a Sans loadout, as well as adding a new flare to already existing loadouts. There can never be enough hats. Never, I say. The case can be found as a regular drop, so no contracts are needed this time. One of the more interesting changes is the Sub-Zero suit now being wearable by the demo man. Doesn't look so bad, huh? That's it for this edition of TF2 Extract. I hope the information was helpful, or at least enjoyable, and if it was, give that like button a good click. If you would like to stick around for future content, be sure to subscribe. If that's not to your taste, be sure to leave your thoughts on all classes or the Mayflower cosmetics in the comments below. I always like to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, this is Tobias, and I'll catch you guys later.